When you're looking for that edge in today's market, like something to really put you ahead, well, think about this for a second.
Okay.
Companies with diverse management teams,
Yeah.
they bring in almost 20% more revenue.
Wow.
And it's all thanks to increased innovation.
That's huge.
Yeah. So we're diving into how to build a really strong and diverse sales team.
Right.
By using smart recruitment strategies.
It's not just like a nice thing to do.
Exactly.
It's really how you can make more money.
Absolutely.
And find all this great talent.
Yeah, it's like a direct path to more sales success, basically.
Yeah, exactly.
So we're looking at this article,
Right.
Building a Diverse and Inclusive Workforce Through Recruitment from the Sales Experts.
Great article.
And we really wanted to give you some immediately usable tips.
Absolutely, yeah.
Our whole goal today is to help you guys refine those recruitment strategies.
Yeah.
Find a bigger pool of talent and just make more sales.
Exactly. More sales success.
Yeah, totally.
Love it.
So, okay, let's get down to it.
Okay.
The sales experts emphasize having a really inclusive recruitment process right from the start. But where do companies usually mess up?
It's interesting because you can accidentally put up barriers without even realizing it. So the sales experts talk about the language you use in job descriptions.
Right.
And even the requirements you list.
Okay, yeah.
You might be scaring off some really qualified people.
Oh, interesting.
Just because of how you're phrasing things.
Give me an example.
Let's say you're looking for someone with 10 years of experience closing deals in SaaS.
Right.
You could change that to something like
Okay.
proven track record of exceeding sales targets in tech.
Okay.
That's more focused on their skills.
I see.
And not on a really specific background.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
It's about what they can do.
Yeah.
Not how they got there.
Right, exactly. So it's kind of shifting the focus from a narrow path, what have you actually accomplished? Okay, cool. So beyond just the wording itself,
Yeah.
where we're actually finding these people,
Right.
where should we be looking for talent?
The sales experts say don't just rely on job boards.
Okay.
Because you're going to miss out on a lot of great candidates.
Right.
You got to get out there.
Okay.
Go to job fairs.
Mm-hmm.
Conferences.
Yeah.
Especially ones that focus on underrepresented groups.
Okay, so target your sourcing.
Exactly.
Go where they are.
Exactly.
That's awesome.
Much more proactive.
Mm-hmm.
Way more effective.
Love it. Okay, so the sales experts also talk about strategic alliances.
Yes.
What does that even mean?
It means partnering with organizations that are all about diversity in the workplace.
Okay.
This can be a really powerful move.
How so?
These organizations have tons of connections. They know so many great people. So you can tap into their network.
Okay.
Find amazing candidates that you never would have found on your own.
So it's expanding your reach.
Yeah.
And getting access to this whole hidden pool of talent.
Exactly. And ultimately it leads to greater sales success.
Awesome. So to sum up so far,
Yes.
take a good hard look at your recruitment process. How are you writing those job descriptions?
Right.
Where are you looking for candidates?
Exactly.
Make sure you're not accidentally excluding anyone.
Right.
Now, something that comes up a lot in diversity discussions is unconscious bias.
Yes.
The sales experts highlight this as a big thing in recruitment.
Huge.
Can you explain why that's so important to address?
Okay, so unconscious bias is these attitudes and stereotypes we have without realizing it.
Right.
And they can really mess up hiring decisions.
Interesting.
You might end up with a team where everyone thinks alike.
Okay. Yeah.
And that's not good.
Why not?
Because you need different perspectives,
I see. That's
different
right.
experiences to really understand the market and keep those sales numbers up.
So diversity is key to staying ahead.
Absolutely. It brings fresh ideas.
Yeah.
Helps you adapt to change.
Cool. So how do we get rid of these biases if we don't even know we have them?
You can't really get rid of them completely,
Okay.
but the sales experts recommend training.
Training. Okay.
Yeah, for your recruiters and your hiring managers.
Okay.
It helps them become aware of their biases and gives them tools to make better decisions.
So it's more about recognizing and managing them
Exactly.
rather than trying to completely erase them.
Right, because that's probably impossible.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's talk about the interview stage now.
Okay.
The sales experts really like having diverse interview panels.
Yes.
Why is that so important for sales leaders?
There are actually a few reasons.
Okay.
First, you get a much better idea of whether someone's a good fit.
How so?
because you've got people from different backgrounds on the panel, different departments, different levels of experience. They'll all ask different questions. So you get a more complete picture of the candidate.
It's like getting multiple opinions instead of just one.
Exactly.
Okay, what else?
It also shows candidates that you're serious about diversity.
That's a good point.
It makes you a more attractive employer.
Especially for people from underrepresented groups.
Right, exactly. They see themselves represented in your company.
Makes sense. Okay, and what was the third reason?
Having a diverse panel helps prevent bias from creeping in.
Oh, right. So it's like a built-in safeguard.
Exactly. It leads to fairer hiring.
Makes sense. So it's not just about being fair.
Right.
It's also a smart move for getting the best people.
Exactly.
Awesome. The sales experts also talk about building relationships with diverse communities.
Yes.
How can sales organizations actually do that?
You got to be proactive.
Oh, yeah.
Go to networking events, especially ones hosted by organizations for diverse professionals.
Oh, cool.
Build relationships with community groups. Focus on different demographics.
So it's like being intentional about who you're connecting with.
Absolutely. It takes effort, but it's worth it.
And it's not just like a one-time thing either.
No, it's about building long-term relationships.
Gotcha. Okay, so why is all this outreach so important?
Because it gives you access to a whole new pool of talent.
People you wouldn't find through normal recruiting.
Exactly. And that can lead to a more diverse sales team with fresh ideas, new perspectives, maybe even new markets to tap into.
That's awesome. So the sales experts also talk about employee resource groups, or ERGs.
Yes.
How do these groups help with diversity in sales?
They're really valuable.
Okay.
They create a support system for employees with shared identities or interests.
So like sense of belonging.
Exactly. And that helps with attracting and keeping diverse talent.
How does that actually affect recruitment and sales, though?
Well, happy employees spread the word.
Okay.
They tell their friends about how great the company is, and that attracts more diverse candidates.
That makes sense.
Plus, ERGs can give your recruitment team really valuable insights, like how to reach out to diverse communities.
Okay.
And how to make your company culture more welcoming.
So it's kind of like a two-way street.
It's that.
ERGs help employees feel included.
Yes.
And then those employees help the company become more inclusive.
And it all leads to better sales success in the end.
That's cool. Okay, last thing. The sales experts emphasize that building a diverse team isn't a one-time project.
It's an ongoing process.
Right. So it's not like you check a box and you're done.
Right. You got to keep working at it.
So what should companies be doing regularly?
You got to track your progress.
Okay.
Look at your diversity metrics.
Like what kind of metrics?
Like how diverse is your applicant pool? How about your shortlist for interviews?
Yeah.
And what about the people you actually hire?
Okay, so look at the numbers, basically.
Yes, but it's not just about the numbers.
Okay, what else?
You got to get feedback from your employees.
Right.
Especially those from diverse backgrounds.
Makes sense.
Ask them how they feel. Do they feel included? Yeah.
Valued. Use their feedback to make things better.
That's a good point. So basically, keep evaluating and keep improving.
Exactly. It's a journey.
Okay, so let's recap everything we've learned from the sales experts.
Okay.
Number 1, make your recruitment process inclusive.
Yes.
Number 2, tackle those unconscious biases.
Absolutely.
Number 3, get diverse interview panels. Number 4, build relationships with diverse communities.
Yes.
Number 5, support your ERGs.
Important.
And number 6, keep evaluating and improving.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
The sales experts are really saying that diversity isn't just like a feel-good thing.
Right.
It's actually like a crucial part of doing business well.
Especially in today's world.
Yeah, exactly. Like, it's key for success.
Absolutely.
So to all you sales leaders hiring managers and executives out there,
yes,
it's time to take action.
Put these ideas into practice.
Look at your own recruitment process. Think about how you can make it more inclusive.
Maybe start by looking at your job descriptions.
Good idea.
Or maybe look into unconscious bias training.
That's a great step.
Here's something to think about.
Okay.
What if a more diverse sales team could not only reflect the world, but also really outperform the competition?
That's a powerful thought.
Right. It's not just about representation.
No.
It's about getting better results.
It's about finding the best talent out there.
Exactly.
And creating a truly successful sales organization.